welcome you in, as you can tell, to a lively Pete Matthews Coliseum on this Thursday night for some Conference USA women's basketball, as Jacksonville State's women's basketball squad set to host UTEP for the first time in program history. Hello everyone, I'm Logan Maddox, and I'll be with you for tonight's contest, the 19th of the season for Jack State. Gamecocks come in 6-12 overall, 1-5 in conference play, and looking to end a 4-game losing skid. Their last win was January 10th against Liberty. That's been a full 3 weeks ago. Trying to get their second CUSA win as they take on the Miners for the first time ever. UTEP enters 8-11 this year. They are 3-3. They have won back-to-back contests coming into this one. They beat Louisiana Tech and Sam Houston last weekend. Jacksonville State with a tough loss, couple of tough losses last week. Lost at home a week ago to Middle Tennessee, 66-45. Then made that Saturday road trip to Lynchburg to take on Liberty. And simply put, they were thumped by the Flames, 63-32. The fewest points that the Gamecocks scored since 2016 in a 44-32 loss to Belmont. So trying to see the offense bounce back in a big way today. And to hear it from 11th year head coach Rick Petrie, what he wants to see from the team tonight is a willingness to compete. When you come off a tough loss like that, you want to see your team come out and put it on the line. We'll see if the Gamecocks can do that against one of the taller teams, not only in CUSA, but in all of Division I in the Miners. Jack State, again coached by 11th year head coach Rick Petrie, 165 wins, 146 losses in his 11 seasons in Jacksonville, 385 wins in his 24 years as a head coach. And UTEP, coached by the veteran Keitha Adams. It's her 17th season leading UTEP, but her first consecutively. She led UTEP from 2001 until 2017, then spent 6 years at Wichita State. This is her first year back, and she's got one of the best players, one of the best transfers in the conference in former Shocker Jane Asinde. The Wichita State transfer comes in as their leading scorer and leading rebounder. By all metrics, really one of the best players in the league this season. 16 points, almost 9 rebounds per game. She's shooting 45% from the field, and she's a 6'2" forward. She is tough to defeat, and she is going to be the focal point of this UTEP offense. As for Jacksonville State, the Gamecocks led in scoring and rebounding by Brianna Rhodes. She's got 9.1 points and 5.1 rebounds per game coming into this contest. Jack State's offense shot just 27.5% from the field Saturday at Liberty Arena, and they were just 1 of 16 from deep in that loss. They trailed 34-10 at halftime. You know, by a lot of measures, it was the worst outing that we've seen from the offense and maybe the entire team this season. We'll see if they can put that behind them tonight as the starters are being announced for Liberty. And the first one out is the senior guard, Mari Petrie. The Bradley transfer comes out, 5'11" senior from Detroit. She's followed by the Jacksonville transfer, Erin Wilson, who's just behind Asinde in scoring and rebounding this season. A solid year for her this season. Aaliyah Stanton, the freshman from San Diego, the third starter out for UTEP, a small, speedy guard. The 6'1" freshman forward from the Czech Republic, that's Luisa Vedrova, the fourth starter out there. And then the final, none other than the senior from Uganda, Jane Asinde. UTEP led by head coach Keitha Adams, associate head coach Iwa Laskowska, and assistant coaches Jerica Hughes and Lulu McKinney. Hype video plays here at Pete Matthews Coliseum. Gamecocks have struggled on the road this year, 1-9 in road contests, but 5-3 at home. And if you can believe it, UTEP's even worse on the road this year. They are 0-4 in away contests and 0-4 in neutral site showdowns. This is a big proving point, or an opportunity for a proving point, I should say, for the Miners as they try for their first win away from UTEP, or away from El Paso in this one. UTEP, a usual power in Conference USA, and Jacksonville State enjoying their first season in the league, but trying for a big win tonight against the Miners. We'll see who comes out on top. Jacksonville State has broken up their huddle, and they're ready for the announcement of their starters in this contest.
And now, Gamecock fans, get on your feet. And let's meet the starting five for your Jack State Gamecocks.
You heard the man Patrick Williams pumping up the fans for tonight's starting lineup.
Number 5, Elsie Harris.
Elsie Harris, the first starter out for Jack State. Usually we'd see Jazz Spencer there, but she will not get the start tonight. Brianna Rhodes will follow. The junior from Montgomery has had a good start to the season. She's taken a big step forward this year. Crystal Eisen, for the moment, still second on the team in scoring with 7.2 points per game. And had a couple of pretty good contests on the offensive end last week. The 6-foot senior forward, Madison McCoy, getting the start again for Jacksonville State, has come along well, crashing the boards as of late. And the final starter for the red and white, the sophomore from down the road in Heflin, Brooklyn McDaniel, near 6 points and 3 rebounds per game this season. Jacksonville State coached by 11th-year head coach Rick Petrie, 11th-year assistant Eric Wise, first-year assistant coaches Kayvon Towns and Destiny Thomas, first-year director of basketball ops Harley Cook, and graduate assistant Preston Odom. Jacksonville State wearing their white unis for tonight's showdown. It's got the Jack State stacked logo on the front in red letters and numbers with black trim around that. They've got red stripes down the side and the Gamecock logo on the right thigh. As for UTEP, it appears they're going to be wearing their Navy uniforms with UTEP on the front in orange and white trim around those numbers and letters. They have got orange and white stripes down the side of their uniforms. Jumping at the line for the Gamecocks will be the 6-foot Brianna Rhodes, and she'll greet the 6'2" Jane Asinde as we get set to get underway here in Jacksonville. Referee takes it to the center of the floor. Ball goes in the air, and the opening tip is won by the Miners. Court where Vedrova comes away with it. She'll hand it off to the freshman Stanton, who runs point to begin the game. Erin Wilson has it on the right wing. She'll go back to the left side to Mari Petrie. Crystal Eisen shadowing her. A pass in the paint for Asinde. Layup past Madison McCoy is good. They expect a heavy dose of number 35 for UTEP. Jane Asinde wastes little time. Gets her first bucket about 15 seconds in. 2-0 UTEP as they kick it in the right corner for Crystal Eisen. Down to the baseline, it's Elsie Harris. And a pass back out for Brooklyn McDaniel. To Harris, top of the key. Left corner, 3 for McCoy. Boom! Madison McCoy knocks down the 3 from the left side. For McCoy, that is just her 8th tray of the season, and she puts Jack State on top early. Now in the wins that Jack State has had over good competition this year, like Liberty and Coastal Carolina, they've been able to hit the 3. Can that continue tonight? It'll likely need to if they want to get the win. On the opposite side, UTEP will have some free throws. Jane Asinde put up a shot over Madison McCoy, a second chance opportunity, and she was fouled. First foul for either side, 1 minute and 5 seconds in, as the free throw is in and out and off the back of the rim by Asinde. Asinde, the 6'2" senior from Kampala, Uganda, started her college career at Wichita State for head coach Keitha Adams. She makes the second one, and we are tied at 3 just over a minute in. Gamecocks go to Elsie Harris. She'll put up one from long range, and it's nowhere near the bucket that time, off the rim, and UTEP comes away with it. They take it all the way with Stanton and a jump ball. Good defense by Elsie Harris. As quick as Stanton is, it's hard to outrun Harris. She races in the paint, gets her arms on that ball, and Jacksonville State will have possession. Harris, the redshirt junior from Mobile, has shown great defense all season. It's been a matter of putting the ball in the hoop, but you could say that about a lot of the members of this team, unfortunately. Offense just trying to find their rhythm. That'll work. Madison McCoy hit the 3 the first time. That time she ducks down to the baseline and lays one in off the glass. 5-3 Gamecocks with 8:05 to go in the first. Erin Wilson, the former Jacksonville Dolphin, travels. Moved her pivot foot as she stepped into the lane right on that CUSA logo, and Jacksonville State gets it back. Gamecocks coming in scoring just under 60 points per game this season. UTEP, one of the better scoring offenses in the league. They average 68.4 points per game. Elsie Harris on the right wing, swings it top of the key, now left side to McCoy. Madison with all 5 points for Jack State. Add 2 more. She beat Jana Sinde like a drum that time. No chance to slow down the senior from Knoxville, Tennessee. It's 7-3. What a start for Madison McCoy. 7 points in the first 2.5 minutes. Sinde pulls up, and that 3 is no good. Out of bounds, Jacksonville State basketball. Crystal Ison boxing out there at the baseline to make sure that Vedrova could not get the rebound. McCoy smiling as she tosses in this inbound pass. Madison, 7 points so far. Jack State on top, 7-3. Elsie Harris on the far side, giving to McCoy top of the key. Driving against Vedrova this side on the right elbow. She'll pass out to Ison. Crystal attacks, she spins away from Wilson. She's double teamed, ball's on the floor, and UTEP's got it. Wilson accelerates, gives down the floor to Stanton, back to Wilson. She finds Vedrova, short range jumper, no good. Gotta make the open shots if you're UTEP, and Jacksonville State gets the defensive board. Elsie Harris accelerates, and she has her shot blocked. Oh my goodness. Mari Petrie stepped in front of that one. She'll stop, try a mid-range jumper on the other end. It's no good, rebounded by the Gamecocks, and then a blocking foul on UTEP as Brooklyn McDaniel tried to bring it up the floor. That'll be the first foul on Aaliyah Stanton and the first foul overall on UTEP. Gamecock defense keeping UTEP's offense off balance to this point. It's exactly what you got to do against a fast and high-scoring team like the Miners. Harris, the Mississippi Gulf Coast transfer, gives top of the key to Ison. Crystal gets around a screen from Rhodes, and she draws a shooting foul. Was going up against Erin Wilson that time, who will get her first personal. Wilson, the senior from Auburndale, Florida. A couple of free throws coming up for Crystal Ison, the junior from Tacoma, Washington. 59% at the line this season. And she makes the first one. Ison was an All-American last year at Arizona Western College, one of the best JUCOs in the nation. She hits both of them. She had a great start to the year, has cooled off a bit early in conference play, but again had those 2 good outings last week in conference action. 9-3 your score, and a foul as Aaliyah Stanton tried to take it to the bucket. She was going up against Elsie Harris, who is tagged with her personal. Elsie is trying to, again, reach in, get a hand on that ball, but grabbed her arm. And Aaliyah Stanton will have a couple here. Stanton, the 5th leading scorer on the team, and the freshman makes the first one. Doesn't seem like the crowd noise bothered her that time. First-year Miner out of Rancho Christian High School in San Diego. Stanton misses the second one off to the right. Madison McCoy with a rebound. 9-4 your score, 6:10 to go in the first period, and a travel. That was quick. Crystal Ison called for the extra step as soon as she. Many of the Gamecocks still wearing their mental health awareness green shoelaces from last week's game. UTEP has it on offense. To the elbow, it's a Sinde. Sinde gives off to Vedrova at the last second. Her jumper's no good, though. Brianna Rhodes comes away with the ball. She'll swing it to Elsie Harris. Now down the floor is across the timeline to Madison McCoy. Madison at the free throw line. Hands off to McDaniel. She'll try a 3, and she will sink it. Second tray of the day for the Gamecocks, and it's a 12-4 advantage for the red and white. Brooklyn McDaniel with her first points, and an 8-point lead now for Jack State. Stanton stands just shy of the 3-point line on the right wing. She'll lob down low and throws it right to Madison McCoy. Intercepted by the senior. She'll cross the timeline. Stop at the Cooper Chevrolet logo. to the baseline. She'll spin, flip it to Elsie Harris. Opposite corner, a three for Crystal, and it's airballed, caught by UTEP's Ascende. That's a big chance to add to the lead, a wide open three. You might not have that many against an aggressive defense like UTEP. Aaliyah Stanton crosses over around Elsie Harris, and she is fouled. Count the bucket as an acrobatic layup goes in, and she'll have a chance for an and one as we come back from this media timeout. 4:47 to go in the first period. Jacksonville State leads UTEP 12-6 here on the Gamecocks Sports Network. And we welcome you back to Pete Matthews Coliseum here in Jacksonville, Alabama. Logan Maddox with you on this Thursday night. Jacksonville State 12 and UTEP 6 here on the Gamecock Sports Network. 4:47 to go in the first, and UTEP set to pass it in. It took Jacksonville State, or set for an and one, I should say. It took Jack State less than 5 minutes to score more than they scored in the entire first half on Saturday at Liberty, as they sit with 12 points now. Free throw from Stanton rims out, rebounded by Maya Barnes, who's checked in. So is Samaya Steele. She'll receive a pass up the floor. Samaya, the transfer from Alabama State, running point for Jacksonville State, stands on the C of the Gamecock logo. A bounce pass to Brianna Rhodes on the right. Goes back left side to Samaya. Defender right in front of her. Barnes has it beyond the arc, 10 on the shot clock. They go down low. Brooklyn McDaniel, and she'll draw a shooting foul. She had gotten around her defender. I think it might have been Petrie. Mari Petrie grabs her arm as she tries to step around her and put up the shot. So Brooklyn will have two at the charity stripe. McDaniel, the former Cleveland County Lady Tiger, 59% free throw shooter this season. And the first one bounces on the rim, but finds its way to the nylon. 13-6. Second free throw from Brooklyn. In the air, good. Back to an 8-point lead for the Gamecocks, 14-6, with 4:20 to go here in the opening period of play. UTEP basketball. They go to Aaron Wilson, jumper from the free throw line off the iron, caught by Crystal Ison. Redirects at midcourt, passes ahead to Samaya Steele, and miscommunication. Samaya went to hand it off at the last second to Ison. It goes off her shoulder and out of bounds. And the Miners will take back over with 4 minutes to go in the first, trailing 14-6 here in Jacksonville. Remember, the men's team playing out in El Paso tonight at the Don Haskins Center. That game starts at 8 o'clock Central on ESPN+. Jane Asinde hands it off to number 3, Tensai. To Asinde in the paint. Some hard points for Jane Asinde. 14-8. Going through contact, multiple defenders, it doesn't matter. She's taken over early. Fortunately, Jacksonville State able to match her output and then some on offense. Maya Barnes has it just to the right of the point. Defense right on her. 7 on the shot clock as they give to Ison. Crystal drives, layup. Oh, falls off the rim. Bit of contact, not enough to warrant a foul. And UTEP gets the rebound. That's Delma Zeta. Zeta, redshirt sophomore from Mozambique. Down low to Asinde, count the bucket and a foul. She had beaten the defender inside, had good positioning, put up the shot, and was fouled from behind. Makes it 14-10 and a chance to make it a one-possession game at the line. And Shaquise May will check in for Crystal Ison. 3:01 to go in the first. Jack State up by 4. Asinde 1 for 2 at the line so far, make that 1 for 3, but they get the offensive rebound. Zekovic comes away with it. She'll pass out to Zeta, the New Mexico Junior College transfer. To the right wing to Wilson. Back outside to Zeta. To the left side this time to Asinde, and a late foul. Man, she sold for that one. Got to give the Oscar to her. And that'll be the 5th team foul with 2:43 to go in the first. Nowhere near enough contact to warrant a foul, but they're going to get the first on Brianna Rhodes. So Madison McCoy comes back in for Barnes. Asia Barkley checks in for Bree. First free throw in and out from Asinde. She is 1 for 4 at the line so far. Does have a tie for a game-high 7 points, though. She hits the second one. Now she's 1 point ahead of Madison McCoy with 8, and it's a one-possession game, 14-11. Samaya Steele up the left sideline. Sophomore from Hazel Green High School. It's a pass back for McDaniel. Steps inside the arc. Now throws it over to McDaniel for 3. Brooklyn misses from the same spot she hit the previous one. And a big defensive board for Asinde. Elevates and comes down with the ball with 2:18 to go. They lob inside for Zekovic. Puts her shoulder into Asia Barkley. That is a textbook charge. Easy call for the officials that time. And Zekovic gets her first personal, the freshman from Belgrade, Serbia. 2:10 and ticking in quarter number 1. Steele just crosses half court. Ball was swatted at. Samaya picks it back up and tosses it to McDaniel. Brooklyn straight away. She'll spin away from Wilson, put up a layup, and they call a block. Aaron Wilson wound up in the lane after she was obstructing McDaniel's path. And Brooklyn will have 2 at the free throw line. She is 2 for 2 there to start. Second foul on Aaron Wilson. We'll likely not see her again until the start of the second. First free throw from BMAC is true. And with that, it's a 4-point difference, 15-11. McDaniel, sophomore from Heflin, 5'11" forward. Just a bit short that time, and rebounded by Mari Petrie of UTEP. No relation to Rick Petrie, the Gamecocks head coach. They They go to Zeta. She'll walk it down the floor, give inside to Zekovic, and another turnover off the hand of Madison McCoy and right to McDaniel. Brooklyn passes half court, sets a screen for Samaya Steele as she hands it off. Samaya starts to the right, now she'll move back to the left. Two-time Miss Basketball here in the state of Alabama. Gives to the right side, Madison McCoy. Tried her hand at a three, no good. But a big offensive rebound for Asia Barkley. Put back and a foul called as she tried for some second chance points. And the Anniston product will have her chance to earn some free ones here. Asia Barkley has appeared in 17 of the team's 18 games coming into today. She is 18 of 26, or 69% at the line this year. Won a state championship just down the road at Anniston High School. Had many big performances here at the Pete in her regional days. And that first free throw is good. She's had a couple of big games. She had the team's first double-double this season. Both of them are good from Barkley. Gamecocks extend their lead to 17-11 with 1:10 to go here in the first. Petrie gets a handoff on the right wing. She'll stop and drive, try a mid-range jumper. Too much on it. Asia Barkley lost the rebound. Somehow UTEP gets it back. Zeta scoops it up off the deck. Goes inside for Asinde. Perfect pass, perfect shot. Around two defenders. It does not matter when it's Jane Asinde, 17-13. We saw Asinde at the basketball media days in Huntsville. Didn't know much about her then. We're learning more and more with every passing play, and she almost gets a steal here. Ball on the floor. That'll be a jump ball, and UTEP will have it. Speak of the devil, she strikes again, this time on defense, and Jane Asinde gets the ball back for the Miners as UTEP brings in a sub, and she'll finally get a breather for the final 34 seconds of the period. New face in there for UTEP is Mariama Sow, the junior from Senegal. They have got a lot of international players on this team, but it has worked out this year for UTEP. About a 4-second difference between the shot and game clocks. Zeta's got it on the left wing. Back to the right they go to Tensai. Now beyond the arc, back to Zeta. 10 on the shot clock. A bounce pass to Petrie. Petrie drives down low, puts it off the glass. It's good, and it's a 2-point game, 17-15. 4 seconds left. It goes into Samaya Steele. She drives, gives in the corner, a three at the horn. Air ball, too much on it from Shaquise May. And that takes us to the second period. Jacksonville State leading here at the Pete, 17-15. Stay with us. We'll be right back here on the Gamecocks Sports Network. Jacksonville State basketball as we begin the second period of play here at the Pete. Gamecocks on top 17-15. Rachel Johnson in the game. She'll pass in the corner to Crystal Ison, now to the baseline to Asia Barkley. Zone defense here, they go back to the left. Rachel Johnson's three no good, and a foul going for the rebound on UTEP. And the Miners cannot believe it. There are a few UTEP fans in attendance. I would assume some family members, although I guess you never know. Gamecocks will have a pass in here. They made some noise on that foul as well. Samaya Steele on the left wing. Goes back to the right to Crystal Ison. In the corner, it's Madison McCoy. Looking to add to the lead here as they lob inside for UTEP, comes away with it. Racing down the floor is Zeta. Almost lost the ball. Euro step layup, no good, and tipped around before she gets her own board. Zeta hands off Petrie, tries a three, knocks it down, and UTEP has got their first lead in a while. 18-17, just over a minute to the second. Steele to Johnson, now in the corner, a three from McCoy. Madison just off the mark. Big offensive board for Ison, putback is good. Right place, right time, great effort, Crystal Ison. 19-18, good guys here in the second. UTEP passes inside for Sal. She'll try a jump shot, and she buries it over Madison McCoy. Sal's got a few inches on her, the 6'3" junior who's also from New Mexico Junior College. Ison back to the left to McCoy. Now to Steele, to Crystal in the corner. Drives down low on the baseline, kicks it opposite corner. Three from Johnson off the iron. Rebounded by McCoy, putback is there again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Another big offensive rebound for Jacksonville State. 21-20, under 8 to go in the half. A shot airballed on a layup as Barkley was there defensively. Madison McCoy passes in the corner to Ison, now back to McCoy on the wing. Straight away to Samaya Steele. Tell emotions already getting heightened a bit here early in this game. Ison on the right side, drives down low, stops, two defenders around her. I don't know how she made that shot. The 5'7" junior somehow just scooped it off the backboard, and the Gamecocks lead by 3. They go inside and it's intercepted. Picked off again by McCoy. Madison races down the right sideline. Feeds Ison in the corner. Top of the key to Samaya. Takes it to the left elbow. She'll stop. Pass back to McCoy. The Walter State transfer goes back left side to Steele. She'll attack, give out at the last second. Ison a three. Oh, in and out. And rebounded by UTEP off a couple of deflections, and then an immediate travel. Was rebounded by Mariama Sal. And as she started to bring it up the floor, Crystal Ison stepped into her path, and it caused her to travel. And hardcore, the pep band is going to let Sal hear that. 6:47 to go in the half. Jack State up by 3. Crystal Ison on the baseline. Passes to Bree Rhodes in the paint, and she's fouled, trying a layup. So Brianna Rhodes will head to the line looking for her first points of the day. As you heard Patrick Williams say, the first personal on Mariama Sal. Second team foul here in the second on UTEP. Brianna with that free throw off the back of the rim. Junior from Carver High School in Montgomery is shooting 66% at the line coming in. Has stepped up her game for sure from the free throw line. Makes the second one, and it's 24-20. Back to a 4-point advantage for the Gamecocks. Mentioned at the top of the broadcast, this is the first ever game between UTEP and Jacksonville State. Two veteran head coaches who have a combined over 750 wins in Keitha Adams and Rick Petrie, but they've never crossed paths before. UTEP with an offensive foul, a push-off that time. Wow. Aspen Salazar, the 5'9" freshman from Las Cruces, New Mexico, took it down toward the baseline, and she gets called for a push-off on Crystal Eisen. There was 6.5 to go here in the second quarter. Jacksonville State gets the ball right back. Madison McCoy, step back three, off the rim. Ascende passes over to the other freshman, Stanton. She'll stop on the wing. Now she'll drive inside and draw a foul herself. That'll be the first personal on Jacksonville State, or the first team foul, I should say. First on Samaya Steele, sophomore from Meridianville. Aaliyah Stanton, who's got 3 points, a layup and 1 of 3 at the line, misses the first free throw. These two teams playing for the first of 2 matchups this year. Jack State will play UTEP on Leap Day in El Paso. She misses both. UTEP is now 3 for 9 from the line. Wow. Jack State with the rebound. They go down the floor, and then an offensive foul on Samaya Steele, a push-off on her. And she'll have to check out as Jasmine Spencer gets set to check in here in the second. .6:01 to go here in the first half. The Gamecocks leading by 4 in UTEP basketball after an offensive foul and a turnover. Aaliyah Stanton bringing her offense in motion to Salazar. Fakes a pass to the inside. She'll go back to the left to Stanton. 15 on the shot clock. She walks it to the right side. Lobs down low for Ascende, big catch. I mean, she's got a crazy wingspan like a receiver. She forces one down low, and it's knocked out of bounds. They've got 6 on the shot clock here. They have not scored in the last 2.5 minutes. Have UTEP. High pass into Ascende at the top of the key. Drives right down inside, gives off the last second, puts it up at the horn. It's good and a foul. She is incredible. 12 points already for Jane Ascende. And now they're going to see, they may take a look at it on the replay just to see if she got the shot off in time or not. The officials are going to confer first. It did appear that they had called the foul prior to the shot clock expiring.
This is an official timeout.
At the current moment, the ruling is that the shot counts, but they are going to take a look at it. So as it stands, it would be 24-22 with a chance for an and one, but that is subject to change as they take a look at the replay. We'll step aside as we have a timeout here at the Pete. 5:31 to go in the second. Jack State on top, 24-20. come back to play. And out of replay, it was upheld, so it is a made bucket by Ascende and a foul on Jacksonville State's Crystal Ison, her first personal, team's third here in the second. Now the Miners bring it back up. This is Stanton, the freshman from San Diego. Goes down low for Ascende, too tall again for the senior. Another turnover to McCoy. Madison stops on the wing. Gave in the corner to Ison, now back left side, a three for Spencer. Oh, in and out. Almost a big splash that time from the junior out of Florida. But instead it stays a 2-point lead for the time being, 24-22 in Miner basketball with Aaliyah Stanton running point. They wipe off the bucket, or the attempted bucket, I should say. There's a foul on the floor, a push on the Gamecocks. First foul on Jazz, but you got to watch out for Jack State. That is team foul number 4 here in the second with 4.5 to go until halftime. And that is 5 seconds on the inbound pass. Smothering defense by Jacksonville State. Stanton had nowhere to go with the ball. So Jasmine Spencer, the JUCO transfer, will gallop up down the center of the floor. A quick pass left side of McCoy, back to Jazz on the right. A bounce pass with 13 on the shot clock to Brianna Rhodes. Everybody touching it this time. Johnson to McCoy. Drives against Ascende. She spins in the paint. Layup. Good, and a foul. First points in 2.5 minutes for Jacksonville State. And what a big way to get back on the board for Madison McCoy. The senior with a great athletic move to get around Ascende. She's called for an obstruction as she went to block it. That is the first foul on the 6'2" Ascende. Free throw in and out from McCoy. Have been so close so many times on this hoop so far. 26-22 your score. 3:57 to go in the first half. Ascende jumper off to the left, caught by Rachel Johnson. Pass to Jasmine Spencer, down the floor all the way to the baseline to Ison. Now back out left side, McCoy. Fake to three, she spins. Drives away from Ascende, layup good. Madison McCoy playing like a woman possessed right now. 3:30 left in the first half, and it's back to a 6-point game. Looking for more is Jacksonville State. Mari Petrie around 2 defenders. Stops and the floater goes in. Maddie McCoy with 13 points. That ties a career high set against Coastal Carolina earlier this season. Spencer stops inside the arc. Hands off to Brianna Rhodes. Had it stripped. That ball on the floor, and UTEP gets it. Aaliyah Stanton down the center all the way, Euro step, and she missed the layup. Then a foul on the Miners going for the rebound. Another foul on Ascende. She got tied up with Rachel Johnson going for that rebound. That'll send Rachel to the free throw line. The Gamecocks are in the bonus for the final 2:52 here in the half, and a big opportunity to stretch that lead back out if you're Jack State. Rachel Johnson at the line, the graduate transfer from Eufaula. Free throw is good. She played for Coach Adams at Wichita State. Spent 1 year there, then transferred to Georgia Southern after competing in a couple of JUCOs. Made the first one, she makes both of them. Came in 4 of 9 at the line this season, but she's 2 for 2 tonight, and it's 30-24. UTEP to Petrie on the left side, a handoff to Stanton, who brings it back to the far corner of the floor near half court as they run this play with 2.5 to go. Starts to the left, rocks back to the right. 7 on the shot clock. Petrie driving baseline and a charge again. Gamecock basketball once more. 6-point lead with 2:20 left in the half. Brianna Rhodes gets it on the right wing. Down low for Maya Barnes. Led her too far, and it's turned over. UTEP got a hand on it. Mariama Sal came away with the ball. To Stanton, then to Tensai, who checked in. And a block down low, rejected by Maya Barnes. As they went with Sal, she is not a Sende. We have learned that. Brianna Rhodes layup no good. A really good defense that time by Zekovic. And with 1:45 left in the half, UTEP right back with the ball. They were down by 6. Zekovic straight away to the right side to Tensai. Now Stanton in the paint, another charge. Incredible. Gamecocks well in the bonus now. Second foul on Aaliyah Stanton, who comes out for Delma Zeta. .91 seconds left in the half. Jax State 30, UTEP 24. After yet another offensive foul on UTEP, Gamecock basketball. Jasmine Spencer running point. Gives to Brianna Rhodes, long jumper off to the right. Has not been her usual self-shooting in this game. UTEP boxes out and gets the rebound. Zeta to Tensai, now to Zekovic, coming back left side. Salazar and everybody touches it. It goes to Zeta. Missed a travel, back outside. 3 for Tensai, no good. Ball on the floor, UTEP gets it. They threw it right to Brooklyn McDaniel. Wrong jersey that time. A handoff to Jazz Spencer. She drives down low, and her pass is lost out of bounds. And she took a hard tumble down at the camera well. And Spencer will come out with 48.1 to go in the half. 30-24, Jacksonville State leads. Miners have got it, but they trail by 6 in the waning moments of the second. Zeta attacks, partially blocked, put back, just got it past Maya Barnes. That was Mariama Sal for 2. Her first points of the day. Correction, her second bucket. 30-26, a half-second difference between the shot and game clock, so the Gamecocks are going to hold on to it. 18.1 to go in the half. And Elsie Harris dribbling it out at the logo. She'll walk it up to the right side, the Bill Jones court marker. Now to the left wing in the corner to Ison. Crystal back to the right. Elsie Harris tries a 3. It's off the rim. And we head to halftime. Jacksonville State, sounds like something went off. There's a travel, wow. So that was the shot clock going off. UTEP thought that it was the game clock, so they got the rebound and just traveled. So Jack State will have it with .1. I mean, you really don't have time for anything. Just heave it in, heave it up. But it looks like the officials are going to take a look at this and see exactly how much time, if any, will be left. We'll be back in just a moment. At the moment, for the time being, .1 seconds left in the half. Jack State up 30-26. There will be .1 seconds remaining here in the half. 30-26 your score, Jack State on top. Elsie Harris will throw it in out of the timeout. Goes into Ison. She never got the shot off, and we head to halftime. That's all there is to it. Gamecocks did not have their best half, but a lot of turnovers forced. 13 committed by the Miners in the first half, and they trail at the break 30-26. It's got to be a frustrating start to this game for UTEP. For Jacksonville State, again, didn't play their best ball, but they've done enough to lead by 4 here at the break. We'll take a timeout, come back with some halftime stats and analysis. We'll also take a look at some other games going on tonight in conference action and preview some of the men's matchups later on this evening. But here at the break in Jacksonville, the Gamecocks lead UTEP 30-26. Online here. And we hope we figured out those connection issues as we come back to you here on the Gamecock Sports Network. But again, here at the break, your score is 30-26. Jacksonville State leading UTEP. Had a rough go of things Saturday in Liberty. Wondered how they would respond. So far, so good. They've almost matched their offensive output in Saturday's entire game in the first half of this game with 30 points. As we sit here at halftime. Leading scorer for the Gamecocks is Madison McCoy. That has already tied a career high for her. The senior from Tennessee with 6 made field goals, 1 tray. She's got 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 4 steals in the opening period. That's surely a career high for Madison as well. 2 of 6 from the free throw line. She has left some to be desired for sure from the charity stripe. 6 rebounds and 1 steal for Ascende in the first half. 4 points for Mari Petrie, a couple of rebounds and a block along with 1 assist in the first 20 minutes. Mariama Sal with 4 points and 3 rebounds, 1 steal in the first half. And a three-pointer made by Luisa Vadrova, and 3 points in the first half from Aaliyah Stanton, the floor general, who had no assists, 1 steal, and was just 1 of 5 from the line in the first half. UTEP as a team just 3 of 11 from the charity stripe in those first 20 minutes. Gamecocks shot 35% from the field, 14% from deep, and 77% from the line. UTEP's numbers look like this. The Miners in the first half also struggling from the field. Apologies there, 44% from the field, so quite better than Jack State, but from deep, 25%, and from the free throw line, again, 3 of 11 or 27%. The big key for Jack State's to keep the aggression up on defense. 13 turnovers, 4 committed by Stanton and 3 committed by Zekovic. If you can keep applying pressure on those players, then perhaps the second half could lead to more success, as Jacksonville State had 10 points off turnovers in the first half. The first half, you can allow that. What you can't allow is second chance points, where UTEP had 9 second chance points versus just 6 for Jacksonville State. Gamecocks narrowed 18. They ended with And we're back with you here at the Pete. Start of the second half, Jacksonville State leading UTEP 30 to 26. And quickly a whistle blows, and it's a foul on, I believe, Jacksonville State defensively. It's on Madison McCoy as she was guarding Jane Asinde as they try to pass it to her down low. Inbounds pass goes to Mari Petrie. Jump shot a little short, but Asinde there for the offensive board. Again, as we said at halftime, need to limit these second chance opportunities. UTEP goes back to Asinde, jumps in the lane, and she is fouled, putting up a layup. Couple more free throws coming up for Asinde. Now, she has struggled at the line so far. We'll see if that trend continues here in the second half. Again, Asinde, the senior from Uganda, who transferred in from Wichita State. A team best 12 points, just one behind Madison McCoy in that first half. 7 rebounds, well on her way to a double-double. As Hardcore makes some noise, and she misses again. She's now 2 of 7 from the line. The second free throw from Asinde. Rims out to the right. She's 0 for 2 this half. She's 2 for 8 tonight. And it's still a 4-point lead. Elsie Harris jogs up past half court. They go inside the arc to Brianna Rhodes. Hand off top of the key to Elsie Harris. Drives to the right. Layup good. Count the basket and a foul. Elsie Harris, her first points from the day. And the Mobile native heads to the line, trying to add to the 6-point advantage. But it's off to the right. Rebounded by UTEP's Zekovic. Gives ahead to the freshman Stanton, who's been running point tonight. Off the rim, put back no good, but a foul there. And Aaron Wilson will have a chance to get some points back at the line. UTEP 3 of 13 from the free throw line in this game. That is not going to win you many basketball games. Wilson, the 5'10" senior. Inbounds pass near half court, caught by Maya Barnes, takes it all the way. There was a wide open lane right to the hoop, and Maya Barnes makes it 34-27. Gamecocks on top with 8.5 to go here in the third. This is Delma Zita on the right. She'll pass in the lane. Aaron Wilson, defender laid down. She missed an uncontested layup, and it's lost out of bounds off UTEP's Asinde. Again, UTEP just shooting themselves in the foot right now as they show a replay of that great layup made by Maya Barnes, her first points of the day. Maya gets it back on the left wing, the Carver High School of Montgomery native, or product, I should say. Give her 2 more. Jukes in the lane around the defender, left-handed touch. 36-27, largest lead of the day for Jacksonville State. Minor basketball as they cut back to the right side with Wilson. Gets a screen from Zekovic, goes left wing to Zita, and a foul as she started to drive toward Elsie Harris. It's going to be away from the play on Maya Barnes. It's already the 4th team foul on Jacksonville State. There's 7:46 left in the third. Petrie in the paint, and Asinde has it tipped out by Crystal Ison. Heady defensive play by the junior out of Washington. It'll be Delma Zita to pass it in. The 5'8" junior guard goes into Asinde and out of bounds again. Maya Barnes got a piece of it. 15 on the shot clock here. Goes into Asinde in the corner. Fakes a three. Spins in the lane. Layup, good, and a foul. And they're going to be in the bonus for 7.5 minutes here in the third.
Jackson State foul number 22, Maya Barnes. That's her third. That's the 15th foul.
Third foul on Maya Barnes. And I'd imagine she is going to check out here. Petrie pleading his case to the official as Asinde drains the free throw. It's 36-30. Elsie Harris standing in front of Petrie in the Gamecock sideline. To the wing, to Eisen, back to Harris. In the lane for Brianna Rhodes, spin around floater goes. Junior with her first bucket of the day, 38-30. Standing straight away and walking to the right is Zeta. Harris with her step for step, goes back to the left. Pass to Petrie. Lob inside for Asinde, layup off the rim and rebounded by Maya. An aggressive board that time for Barnes, comes down with it over Asinde. Ahead to Elsie Harris, she has it stripped and they get a steal. Asinde comes out of the scuffle with it. Zeta leads them down the floor this time. She'll set up shop just beside her head coach, Keitha Adams. Left wing, Zekovic, lost her dribble, picks it back up, tries an awkward shot, and it goes in, 38-32. Zekovic makes her first shot of the day. Harris in the corner to Eisen, back to Elsie. Inside back to Bree, left corner three, Barnes, just too much on it. Saved by Elsie, but right to UTEP's Aaron Wilson. They've got a 5-on-4. Wilson takes it all the way, and they'll call a block. Or will they? They're just going to say out of bounds. It could have been a block. It could have been a charge. Instead, it's just out of bounds. Probably the safe call that time. Zeta to throw it in just to the right of the bucket. Goes into Petrie, layup, nowhere near it. Defense right on her, and she just flubbed it. Eisen takes it all the way, it's good. 8 points on the night for Crystal Eisen. It's 40-32. This has been an impressive effort by Jacksonville State for sure. Need another stop here, they won't get it. Delma Zeta just weaved around the defense, all in the paint. Got around Elsie Harris and Brianna Rhodes, 40-34. And Zeta's first points. Harris to Brooklyn McDaniel, tries a three from downtown. It's off to the right though. Asinde came down with it. Ahead to Zeta. Pass ahead, layup good. But Zeta sucked in all the defenders after that previous possession. She finds Mariama Sow underneath the bucket, or underneath the basket, I should say, 40-36. And timeout taken by Jacksonville State. That'll take us to the media timeout. 4:52 to go in the third. Jack State leads UTEP 40-36, but too close for comfort in Jacksonville. 4:52 to go in the third quarter. Jacksonville State leads UTEP 40-36. Here on the Gamecocks Sports Network, a big CUSA showdown. Samaya Steele receives the inbounds pass out of the timeout. She'll set up shop on the right wing. Defense comes crashing in. She has to toss it away to McDaniel. In the corner, it's Shaquise May. Junior from Atlanta goes back to Brooklyn on the wing. Almost a travel. McDaniel, high pass to Barnes, puts it up at the horn. She got it. An answered prayer that time for Barnes, and it's a 7-point game in the blink of an eye. 43-36. Miners go to Aaron Wilson, got around McDaniel. Jumper good. Brooklyn did a good job to recover on defense, got a hand up, but could not slow down the veteran Wilson. 43-38. Just under 4 minutes to go in this period. McDaniel goes back to Barnes, left side three. Too much on it, airballed, rebounded by Queese, and a jump ball that'll keep it with Jack State. Again, it's getting chippy with every jump ball, with every scramble for a loose ball, everything. And that takes us to the official timeout here in the third. 3:50 to go in the period. Gamecocks up by 5 in Jacksonville. Coming back with you out of timeout, Jacksonville State leads UTEP 43-38. 3:50 to go here in quarter number 3. Samaya Steele will throw it in for the Gamecocks. Junior from Metro Huntsville gives in to Rhodes, back to Samaya, corner 3, short off the rim and rebounded by Asinde of UTEP. We have said her name a lot. She's one rebound away from a double-double. Spinning outside, Asinde, layup in the lane, no good, rebounded by her. Put back, rolls in. I mean, it just finds a way to go right to 35 every time. 43-40. The difference right now is that prayer 3 from Maya. Speaking of Maya, she gets it left corner, and she hits another 3. 10 points in this third period by Maya. It's 46-40. Just left her unguarded again. Aaron Wilson on the right elbow. Awkward jumper off the glass and caught by Barnes. Maya flips it to Rachel Johnson. Looks like Maya's got some blood or something. She may check out, and she will walk to the sideline. And Maya upset because of how well she's been doing. Not sure where the blood is, not sure if it's a nose or a scrape on her face. Looks like they're gonna get her checked out and cleaned up so we can get back to play as soon as possible, or at least so she can come back in. She will check out. Asia Barkley will come in her place. Maya Barnes, this second half hero so far for Jacksonville State. 10 points on 4 of 6 shooting. A couple of big rebounds as well. Rachel Johnson to throw it in to Samaya. Steele goes to the right side, cuts back to the left, passes to May on the near side wing. May fakes a attack, steps back. Now to Barkley beyond the arc. 6 foot forward to the left side of Steele, 5 on the shot clock. Samaya dribbles behind her back, and it's stolen. Ball on the floor, no shot will be taken, and it's a shot clock violation. It was almost stolen. Somehow Samaya got it back and rolled it to Barkley, but could not put up a shot. Petrie yells out as it appears there was some miscommunication by the players on the play they were supposed to be running. UTEP's got it down by 6 with 2:18 and ticking here in quarter number 3. On the left wing, this is Delma Zeta. Loops inside, pass is stolen. Rachel Johnson gets it, stops at half court, gives it off to Samaya Steele. Great steal by Rachel. Corner 3, May, too much on it, and a foul on Barkley going for the rebound. It'll be some free throws coming up here for UTEP, as they've been in the bonus for much of this third period, but they've not been able to take advantage of it. Jacksonville State has not been caught from any obstructions over the last 5 minutes of game action. But 2 free throws here for Aaron Wilson. 1 of 2 at the line so far. And it's got too much on it. They are 5 of 17 at the line. The second free throw from Wilson, the Jacksonville transfer. Bends her knees, puts it up, good. 46-41. And timeout taken by UTEP, it appears. They will have a quick convergence. And now they come back out onto the court. No argument from Petrie there, just a quick talk from Adams. Steele passes half court, running point Steele for the Gamecocks. 1:50 to go in the period. Tamaya Barnes on the left wing. Back to the right to Steele. Barkley comes open just to the left of the key. She'll give to Rachel Johnson right side. Down inside toward the baseline is Maya Barnes. She'll spin to the right. The layup is short and rebounded by UTEP. Mariama Sal gets it. Ahead to Zeta. Stops at the free throw line. Passes to Asinde. Layup good. Just drives right against Asia Barkley. She could not slow her down. 46-43. Minute 10 in the third. Petrie changing up the play call here. Steele walks to the left, finds Maya Barnes, a 3, yes! Maya Barnes, 13 points in this third period. She has 13 of the 19 that Jacksonville State has. Wilson swings it straight away to Zeta. Now to Asinde on the left wing. Gives to Aaron Wilson. Fakes it 2. Goes left side. Driving down low. Zeta reverse layup. Too short. Rebounded by Samaya Steele. Gamecocks putting down on the accelerator. Now they'll slow down as the shot clock is off. Holding off for a last second shot. They will lead as we head to the fourth. Steele starts the play with 8 seconds. Goes to the right. She'll drive, take it all the way, pass it. Left wing, another three for Maya. Why not? An incredible third quarter for Maya Barnes. 16 points. And she leads Jack State to a 22-point interval as we head to the final stanza. A 9-point lead for the Gamecocks. What a third for Maya. 52-43, 10 minutes left. We'll be right back. (52-43) as we start the fourth quarter of play in Jacksonville. A 16-point third by Maya Barnes, just incredible. And the Gamecocks lead the Miners by 9. Need a stop as UTEP's got the ball. They give to Aaron Wilson on the left wing. Now top of the key, going back to the right side to Asinde. Drives to the baseline and just lost it out the back line. UTEP needs to turn this one around and in a hurry to avoid falling back behind 500 in conference play. And Jack State just 9.5 minutes away from their second CUSA win of all time. Madison McCoy goes to the right. She'll drive the right lane, layup, good. Largest lead of the game comes with 9:20 to go. 54-43, Madison McCoy with 15 points, a new career high. Aaron Wilson's layup no good through contact. Rachel Johnson got the rebound, comes crashing into the press table. It saved it, but saved it right to Aaron Wilson, who takes it to the basket. Layup goes and timeout taken by UTEP. 9:03 to go in this game. Jack State up by 9. We'll keep it here for this timeout. Rachel Johnson very slowly went back to the sideline. She is going to get checked out over there by the trainer. Looking at other games going on in conference play tonight, the team that Jacksonville State will see on Saturday, New Mexico State, with a loss on the road at Liberty, 69-53, the final score in that one. Big upset brewing in Ruston. It's tight. Louisiana Tech with 40 seconds left, leading FIU 71-69. And no surprise in Huntsville, Sam Houston putting up a fight, but Western Kentucky a bit too much, 66-48. Remember, the men's team will be in action at 8 p.m. Central Time out in El Paso, taking on UTEP on ESPN+. The other late game is Liberty at New Mexico State. Right now on the CBS Sports Network, they just tipped off Sam Houston and Western Kentucky. The early game tonight was FIU and Louisiana Tech. We'll try to find the final score of that one for you. Looks like FIU knocked off. Correction, that does not look like it. We'll find an official score for you here momentarily. What I can tell you is that with 9:03 left in this game, Jacksonville State leads UTEP 54-45. And yes, in men's action, Louisiana Tech blows out FIU 93-53, as most would have expected. Western Kentucky and Sam Houston just now getting underway up in Bowling Green. And Jack State and UTEP should be starting soon as well. Gamecocks up by 9 with just over 9 to go in this game. Trying to get their second win of conference slate and trying to end a season-long 4-game losing skid. So far, so good. Trying to keep it up right here. Gamecocks are the first out on the floor out of the timeout. And now the Miners follow suit at the second horn. It'll be a pass-in situation out of the timeout for Jacksonville State as UTEP made a layup before calling time. They will press out of the timeout. It goes into Samaya Steele. Pressure going to the right side, ahead to Rachel Johnson, out of Shaquise May, to the baseline and almost stolen, tipped out of bounds by Aaliyah Stanton. Gamecocks will have it just underneath the goal here. Steele, the point guard, looking for a teammate. It goes to Rhodes, a handoff back to Samaya. Creates a screen for McCoy to take a three. She does not. She spins inside, takes a lane to the basket and misses a wide open layup. Hung on the rim forever, but it falls into the waiting arms of Jane Asinde. Stanton cuts to the right. She has it on the wing. She has an open lane. Layup no good. Tried to drive into Shaquise May before putting up the shot. Draw the foul. Didn't get it. But there is a foul going for the rebound on the Gamecocks. And that'll be the first foul of this fourth period. It looks like it'll be Bree Rhodes. Second on Brianna as Mari Petrie comes in for Sal. Over the shoulder catch by Aaron Wilson. Spins in the lane, layup, rolls it over and in. Stopped on the front of the rim, then took a friendly roll. It's 54-47. Press, almost a steal, and it will be a turnover. No, it'll be a jump ball. Looked like Asinde was going to come away with it. The jump ball will keep it with Jack State. But still, the press almost gets a steal as Asinde got a hand on that. Madison McCoy to toss it in this time. 25 on the shot clock. Goes into Johnson, ahead to Samaya Steele, and it's stolen. Aaron Wilson gets it on the far sideline. A pass to Asinde, layup, rolls out. She got the rebound. Putback's good off the glass. (54-49). Rachel Johnson lobs ahead to May. Wide open underneath the basket was Brianna Rhodes. She couldn't get it, and it's a turnover. She had to leap out of bounds to save it. UTEP gets it on the right side. Zeta passes in the corner, gives it off to Stanton. She'll dribble it out to the minor bench. 3 for the freshman, off to the right, and caught by Shaquise May. May jogs up the far sideline. She hands it off to Samaya Steele. It's 54-49 with 7:18 to go. Chest pass to Madison McCoy on the left wing, and a foul away from the play on the floor on Jane Asinde. A push on the senior. Third personal on her. 21 points for her in this game, not to mention 12 rebounds. If you count field goals made, she could have a triple-double. Elsie Harris throws it in. Or will she? Last moment, she finds Ison. Crystal, double team. She'll get around the pressure. Pass back out to Harris. Elsie with a jumper, nowhere near it, and rebounded by them. Stanton comes down, breaks past half court, and she's fouled trying a layup. Under 7 to go, and out of that timeout, UTEP has been on fire, a 6-0 run over the last 2 minutes. Gamecocks have not scored in nearly 3 minutes of game action, and timeout is taken by the red and white. We'll step aside with them. 6:56 left, 54-49, Gamecocks on top. Leah Stanton at the line for 2, and it's off to the right again. They cannot shoot a free throw. Can you miss one more and get us some chicken? Nope, she makes that one. 54-50. Pressing once again are the Miners. Madison McCoy gets around it. She takes it all the way in the lane, and her layup's just short. Not blocked, just short. Rebounded by the Miners. They go down the floor to Asinde. On the wing to Stanton, now back left side as they find Zeta. Zeta, a bounce pass perfectly placed for Petrie. Layup is good, and it's a 2-point difference. 54-52 and stolen, and then a turnover right back. The press worked perfectly as Zeta got a steal, but then she led Asinde a bit too far and threw it into the band. 6:16 left, the Gamecocks have it. And Petrie is yelling in his signals to Madison McCoy. Goes into Brooklyn McDaniel, back near side. Now a pass ahead to McCoy. Brianna Rhodes passes straight away to Elsie Harris. To the right, and now swapping up the play, trying to bring motion around. Harris goes to the left. In the corner, it's McDaniel. 10 on the shot clock. The sophomore has it stripped, stolen by Zeta. Layup good, and we are tied at 54. I mean, just knocked it out of her hand and made the basket on the other end. McDaniel trying to get around the press once more. She's double teamed, throws it up for grabs. Tip to Elsie Harris, layup, no good. And Erin Wilson still doesn't have it. Harris throws it off the glass. That was the most chaotic play I've seen all season, but it works for Jacksonville State. Elsie Harris was fouled at the end of the play. Mari Petrie giving her interpretation of the play, but change won't be called, or change won't be made. Third personal on Erin Wilson. Trying to make it a 3-point lead here. Harris's freebie is good. 57-54. 5:15 left. Zeta jumps to the right, passes back left wing, long two, good. Erin Wilson once more, 57-56. Madison McCoy breaks the press, 3-on-1, ahead to Eisen, layup good. Gamecocks finding a way to break this press. A zigzag passing motion working and getting numbers down the floor. Ziti swatted out of there by Rhodes. Brianna with a massive block. Elsie Harris gets it past half court. Stops on the wing. 17 on the shot clock. She finds McCoy, top of the key. Spins, almost stolen, goes to a knee and tosses it out to Brianna Rhodes, long two. Off the rim, tipped and rebounded by Wilson. She has a clear lane to the basket, layup good. And timeout taken by UTEP, 59-58 with 4:12 left. We'll take a timeout with them to catch our breath. This one coming down to the wire. Student section doing their part, as is hardcore, but can the Gamecocks? 59-58, they break the press. They lead by one with just over 4 left, and a reaching in foul will be called on Delma Zeta with 4:03 remaining. Zeta did knock it out of the hand of Maya Barnes, but not before she hit her elbow. Brooklyn McDaniel will throw it in just in front of the broadcast table. Holding on to a 1-point lead. Jacksonville State hasn't played in a ton of close games this season. They went into overtime against UAB earlier this year, but since then, they've not really had a close contest. Maybe Coastal, I don't know. We'll see if they can get it done in crunch time tonight. Brianna Rhodes left side to Eisen. 7 on the shot clock. She stops at the free throw line. It's ripped at, puts up a jumper. It's off the rim. UTEP gets it and a chance to take the lead here. Zeta crosses past half court. She'll stop on the right side. Passes to Petrie. A handoff to Stanton, looping around. Stanton attacks, puts up a prayer, rims out, rebounded by Harris. Came down with it, races down the far sideline. Elsie gives outside to McDaniel. Brooklyn will spin inside the paint. Layup good. Throws it off the glass that time, 61-58. And you can breathe a little bit easier again with 3:05 left. Still a one-possession game, though. It's going to be Zeta all the way down low. Opposite corner three, Wilson. Airballed, but right to Asinde. Just works as a pass. Drives inside and a charge, and that'll be her fourth. Asinde skating on thin ice the rest of the way. She kind of lowered her shoulder right into Bree Rose to try to draw a foul. And the press continues for UTEP. Almost got a hand on it, but Maya Barnes catches a pass up the floor. Reverse layup goes in. Barnes extends the lead to 5, 63-58. And UTEP will call time as they reach half court. 2:31 left, and the Gamecocks can smell it. It's 63-58. UTEP will toss it in right around half court with 2:31 remaining. Gamecocks lead 63-58. They have led the vast majority of this game. Aaron Wilson on the right side goes back to the left to Mari Petrie. Now on the wing to Zeta. Asinde goes down low, perfect pass, layup good by Petrie. Usually they lob it to Asinde. That time it was Asinde with the lob. They will not press, and the Gamecocks pass half court. 2 minutes left, 63-60. Elsie Harris backing up, passes over to Brianna Rhodes. Outside three for Barnes. Yes! Barnes had the 16-point third quarter. Make it 21 points on the night. 5 threes for Maya. 66-60. A stop here would be humongous with 100 seconds left. Stanton drives in and she is fouled. Looking for a layup. Goes hard to the deck. Gets up very slowly.
Jacksonville State foul number 23, Brooklyn McDaniel. That's her third personal and the third team foul. Stepping the line for UTEP, number 11, Aaliyah Stanton. With Chick-fil-A foul shots.
Some more foul shots for Jack State as Aaliyah Stanton, who is 2 for 7 at the line tonight. Got to think if you're UTEP, you realize how different this game could be if you'd done your job at the line. 7 of 20. Make that 8 of 21 as Stanton makes the first one. 8 of 21 at the line. Not going to win you many ball games. She got both. 66-62 with 1:34 remaining. Brooklyn McDaniel bounces it to Elsie Harris. Up to the right sideline, coming back near side. Man defense run by UTEP here. Goes to Maya Barnes, working against Wilson. Layup off the glass, no good. Too much on it. Caught by Asinde, ahead to Stanton. They cross half court. Quickly running the play. Left side pass to Wilson. 1:03 left. Stanton's got it on left side, top of the key, Petrie. To the right, Zeta. Over to Asinde, down low to Petrie. Trying to create space. She will, but she'll miss the layup. Rebounded by Maya Barnes. And now Jacksonville State, if they can cross half court, could run some time off, but a foul will stop the clock momentarily. Fourth foul on Aaliyah Stanton, the fifth team foul, and now some foul shots for Jack State. With 44 seconds left, this wouldn't necessarily ice it, but it would certainly help. It's Elsie Harris at the line, who is 1 for 2 tonight. And that one goes in. It is a 5-point game. Harris on the season, 63% coming in. She got both. 68-62, Elsie Harris. A couple of big free throws, and it's a full 2-possession lead as timeout is taken by UTEP. Again, we'll keep it here. Men's basketball in action right now in El Paso. They trail UTEP 19-11 in the first half. Getting close to a finish at Sam Houston. They have gone on a 17-3 run in the fourth, and they trail Western by just 2 points with 1 minute remaining. Wow. Did not expect that whatsoever. FIU held on to beat Louisiana Tech 73-71. They went on a 6-0 run. What did Louisiana Tech do in the last minute? And then Liberty thumps New Mexico State tonight at home. We will see them on Saturday here at the Peak. Remember to join us for that one if you can. Come out as tip-off is set for 2:30. It'll be our Pink game. And we'll also have a canned food drive sponsored by the Jacksonville McDonald's. All right, 68-62. Jack State leads. UTEP ball, 44 seconds. In it goes to Wilson. They pass it off, a three. Up and no good, and a foul going for the rebound on the floor and on Jacksonville State. That'll be on Bree Rhodes. Three, by the way, was missed by Yvonne Tensai. Inbounds goes to Tensai, the three-point specialist. In and out, rebounded by Asinde, and she threw it right to Brooklyn McDaniel. Over to Elsie Harris again, ahead to McDaniel, and she'll hang on to it. UTEP fouls with 25 seconds left, and one free throw should just about do it in this one. The shot clock goes dark.
That's her fifth personal foul.
What a massive win if the Gamecocks can hold on for these final 25 seconds.
Going to the line to Jack State, number 23, Brooklyn McDaniel, shooting 2.
First free throw from Brooklyn McDaniel. 3 of 4 at the line in this game is good. 69-62. That should just about do it. McDaniel gets both of them. 8-point lead with 25 seconds remaining. Defense gets set up down the floor. UTEP passes it in. Zeta quickly down the floor. Goes to Aaron Wilson on the right side. Under 20 seconds left, and there's an offensive foul, and that'll be the night for Asinde. Foul number 5, and she'll check out. Second player to foul out for UTEP tonight as Aaliyah Stanton fouled the last one. Gamecocks can throw it in and dribble out this clock. An 8-point lead, and hardcore making noise The goodbye chant begins. Goes into Elsie Harris. She'll jog it up past half court and apply the brakes. The 4-game losing streak is no more. Jacksonville State scores their second ever CUSA win with a 70-62 victory against UTEP.
Final score, ladies and gentlemen, the Jack State.
What a night here at the Pete. The atmosphere was fantastic. The second half was big by Jack State and Maya Barnes. 21 points from the junior out of Montgomery. 4 rebounds as well. Madison McCoy with 15 points, a new career high. Brooklyn McDaniel goes for 10. Elsie Harris gets 7, most of that in the second half. And now let's see what head coach Rick Petrie has to think about a humongous win tonight. Coach, a big win tonight. Thoughts on a massive victory here against the Miners?
Yeah, massive is right. I mean, you know, coming off what happened to us Saturday, you know, this was a big test for us to see what kind of resiliency we had and what kind of ability we could compete with somebody. And this is a competent team with good players and a good coach, and we competed our behinds off. You know, we talked about the fact that we had to want it more than they did to have a chance to win, and I really think that we wanted it more than they did.
Coach, a big second half for Maya Barnes, 21 points all in the second half. How about her big game tonight?
She was huge. You know, she made open shots. They left her open, and she made them, you know, and that was huge. You know, our 4 position between Madison and Maya, I mean, Madison had, I can't remember what she had in the first half, so our 4 position went off in this game. And so, you know, we'll take the points wherever they come. You know, and the thing that I did like was that we were able to survive. You know, they made the run at us to tie it. We got some things corrected in the press offense, and we were able to score against their pressure and then make enough plays on the offensive end to hold off and win it.
Coach, last question. How good does it feel getting a big win like this coming off Liberty?
It feels really good. I'm not gonna lie to you. It feels really good. So I'm grateful that our kids were able to show some fight and bring some fight with them today, and they deserve it. Our kids deserve it.
Coach, we appreciate it. We'll see you on Saturday.
Thank you.
And congrats on a big win. Head coach Rick Petrie and the Gamecocks taking down the UTEP Miners here in Jacksonville, 70-62. Wow, what a night. UTEP came in 3-3 in conference play, and they'll head back to, well, I would say head back to Texas. They're heading to Liberty for a matchup on Saturday. They'll head to Lynchburg, 3-4 in conference play. Briefly talked about some of the scoring, but the main contributors tonight for the Gamecocks, 21 points and 4 rebounds for Maya Barnes. 15 points, a career high, and 4 rebounds for Madison McCoy. She had a couple of assists as well. And 10 points for Brooklyn McDaniel. All wraps together for a 70-62 humongous win for Jack State. They shoot way better tonight. 44% from the field. They sink 7 threes and shoot 15 of 19 from the line. UTEP just 9 of 22 from the charity stripe. Ran into some troubles in the first half at times. Ran into some troubles here in the second half with the press momentarily. But all in all, a big win for Jack State. We'll step aside. That'll do it for us tonight. We will talk to you again on Saturday as the Gamecocks play host to New Mexico State. Tip-off at 2:30 p.m. It'll be on ESPN Plus and here on the Gamecock Sports Network. For everybody with Jacksonville State Athletics and everybody with the Gamecocks women's basketball squad, I'm Logan Maddox signing off. Have a great rest of your evening. Your final score, Jack State 70, UTEP 62.